KOZI rewinds your radio.
Radio Lake Chelan, this is Jerry Isenhart.
Steve Byquist. Stop in at the Apple Cup Cafe in Chelan. It's right on Highway 97.
Good morning, Scott Rundage with you this morning. Ray Dobbs has come to join us.
Taking you back in time to the legends of the lake on KOZI. Brought to you by Blueberry Hills in Manson. Named one of the top 4 restaurants in Washington State.
This is Tony Crissetto, and in this edition of Legends of the Lake, we take you back to 1987, when KOZI reporters Steve Byquist and Scott Brundage interviewed Governor Booth Gardner and heard his views on local Chelan issues. Let's listen.
Good morning, Steve. Once again, we have a special guest with us this morning via the telephone from Olympia, Governor Booth Gardner. And Governor, thanks for joining us on our Second Cup show this morning.
Hi, Scott. Hi, Steve.
Hello, good morning. Certainly has been difficult for growers of apples to try to penetrate the Japanese market. Do you see any breakthroughs coming there soon?
Well, all we can do is adhere to what I call a definition of luck. The definition of luck is when opportunity meets preparation. You know, if I had a crystal ball, I'd be doing something besides this job. The answer to that is that I continually hear more and more talk about the probability that someday apples will access the Japanese market.
How would your office become involved if we had to do some additional recruiting out of the area?
Well, we just activate all state agencies that deal in those kind of issues, from Employment Security Office on, including the schools, because we'll be in session then. If we need more people in the field, perhaps we'll have to make an accommodation with the schools to allow students to get out there and help out if it becomes a crisis situation.
That's something that folks here who have been here longer than I tell me used to happen on a regular basis. Governor, on another issue of local importance here in the immediate Lake Chelan area, last Memorial Day, 4th of July holiday, we had crowds of people. They had a tendency to become unruly and really stressed the community's ability to deal with large crowds. As I understand it, the city of Chelan has been in contact with your office. Are there other ways that to gain aid from your office or from the state?
Well, there probably are other ways, but the best way is to do what your community did, which my philosophy in life is that cities and counties and the state are cousins. You know, we're all related. And so in the sense that the State Patrol and the Liquor Board were very happy to work with the local community, step in and try to create a partnership.
Governor, again, thank you very much for taking the time this morning. We realize you're a busy man, and it's nice to know that someone in the governor's mansion can pay attention to a community of our size.
Thanks a lot. Hope to see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye, Scott. Bye, Steve.
Bye now.
And that Governor Booth Gardner, who was kind enough to spend a half an hour of his day chatting with us today.
Legends of the Lake on KOZI every Saturday after Second Cup of Coffee and Sundays at 9:15. Brought to you by Blueberry Hills in Manson.
And that about wraps it up for today.